right, back with a Mike Conley update. Heard the Pistons made an offer and Memphis wanted more, and heard a lot of other things about Mike Conley. I'm going to break down the contract. So let's get into it. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. What up, dog? To all my Detroiters, everybody outside of Detroit that support Detroit. Salute to my brothers and sisters as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Still a little bit under the weather, but we working, man. It's been a Piston Palooza around here the last couple of days, and I seen something around the internet. Somebody sent me on Twitter again. I'm going to call him Gereno. Hopefully I got his name right. He been sending me stuff, so I appreciate cuz, man, for sure. But he sent me something. I seen it before he sent me, but that it's a report going out there that the Memphis Grizzlies didn't want Reggie Jackson in a first-round pick, but they asked for Luke Kennard, and the Pistons said no. All right, so they wanted a little bit extra, and the deal would have been done. But the Pistons value Luke Kennard when many of us don't value Luke Kennard. And like I said before, I believe the Pistons are ran by a fanboy and Tom Gores, okay? Real talk. They ran by a fanboy. I mean, I would put Luke Kennard on the first thing smoking if I really value Mike Conley Jr. For real, man. You could go pull somebody from the G League and they could be better than Luke Kennard, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Luke Kennard is, he ain't working here. Okay? And he could work in Memphis maybe, but right now, maybe it's some injuries that he's dealing with, and the Pistons know that he got a lot of potential. But a lot of times, a lot of these dudes don't want to admit that they wrong when they drafted somebody. And even though Stefanowski didn't draft Luke Kennard, maybe they just they feel like he still got some value to the team. I feel that he should be playing the point. He looked good last year in times. This year he ain't really look like nothing. He had a couple good games. But shooting is at a premium for the Pistons, man. They need shooting. So, but then in the day, it ain't like he the most consistent shooter like Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock was shooting 41% from the field, And right now, Luke Kennard, I'm not sure what he's shooting, but he ain't been too consistent. But maybe they feel like he one of the stars they can develop. But I'm glad they ain't pulled that trigger on Mike Conley. And I explained that towards the latter half or the middle of the video in about a minute or two. But most people would have said, Luke Kennard, get up out of here. A lot of people don't like Luke Kennard because we took him over Devon Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? And, it is. That's just natural. And he sucked. Right now, he does suck. I don't know if it's injuries or whatever. But I don't understand the Detroit Pistons infatuation with Duke players. Okay, we hit with Grant Hill, but we didn't hit with Kyle Singler. We didn't hit with Luke Kennard. Everybody know Duke players usually overrated when they come to the NBA. The exception will be probably Zion. An exception has already been Kyrie Irving. But outside of that, Christian Laettner, Elton Brand, he really didn't live up to the hype as well. But salute to Elton Brand. He the GM in Philadelphia. He making power moves over there. Corey Maggette. I mean, a lot of these dudes, Christian Laettner came to the league and just sucked. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's always the exception to the rule, but he wasn't the exception. No way I could put Luke Kennard in the gym with Devon Mitchell and say, oh, Luke Kennard is better. Smoking moon rocks, all right? But, Luke Kennard is holding up the deal. That's what they want. If I really wanted Mike Conley, hell yeah, I would do the deal. But the thing about it is they may not be able to find another Luke Kennard or somebody that can do what he can do or shoot how he can shoot, because guess what? The Pistons will be giving up their first-round draft pick in this trade. And you think Reggie Jackson contract is ugly? You know what I'm saying? These dudes think Reggie Jackson contract is ugly. I said again, you think Reggie Jackson contract is ugly? Mike Conley is 31 years old, bro. 31. He got 2 years left after this year. One at $32 million a year, okay? And the last year, 2021, at $34.5 million a year. So he going to be making what Blake make. He doubling what probably Reggie Jackson going to make. So you telling me that Mike Conley is 2 times better than Reggie Jackson? Hell no. Hell, and Reggie Jackson, well, salary-wise, Reggie Jackson ain't even what he worth. If we want to be nice, Reggie Jackson probably worth $1 million. So you telling me this dude is 22 times or whatever it is, times better than Reggie Jackson? This dude, Mike Conley, is coming off a serious Achilles injury, I think it is, okay? I hear people say he's a superstar. I think he barely made one All-Star team. Barely. And this is who people are putting their faith in. And the Pistons, he ain't going to make no difference. They're going to just be in a luxury tax, no draft pick, 8th seed at best, 7th seed probably at super best. And that's what it's going to be. And people going to be crying and complaining. We're going to have no draft pick. We ain't going to have no free agency money. We ain't going to have no debt. Why would you want to go add somebody that make what Blake Griffin make? And he over 30. Why? What? I don't get it. He ain't going to make the Pistons no more better. And I'm glad they value Luke Kennard like that. In this instance, I don't value none of these dudes, man. All these dudes can go. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these dudes like, oh, I got to have them to win. No, none of these dudes are going to be the first or probably the second best player on the championship caliber team in this NBA today. The Pistons need to be straight buying, selling. You know what I'm saying? Selling, man. You sold Stanley, you sold Reggie. Let's go ahead and sell Dre. Sell Blake. You probably have to wait till the offseason to sell Blake. Get rid of everybody and just be bad. Don't make a bad situation worse. You know what I'm saying? This is classic man stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? When we make a situation bad, we got to make it worse. And that's what Tom Gores and Ed Stefanowski is doing. They're making a terrible situation worse. Only you can find that in Detroit with the Lions and the Pistons. They want to go bring on another dude that making $31 million, $34.5 million. And he ain't even worth that. So you telling me this dude is in the same breath as Russell Westbrook, probably Paul George. He in the same breath as Giannis, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. You telling me this dude is in the same breath as them dudes? You smoking crack. You smoking crack. Real talk. This dude ain't never made an all-star game, man. You telling me that you going to bring this dude over to make for $34.5 million a year? And he ain't never made an all-star team? He ain't never been to the Western Conference Finals? He ain't never won a championship? Come on, man. Get out of here. He 31 years old. You think he got some more left in the tank? You think he got some more left in the tank at 34 years old at 6'1"? So you telling me at 31 years old, coming off a serious injury, that Mike Conley got some more left in the tank? Just listen to that again, man. For all people that's mad what I'm saying, so what y'all telling me is at 34 years old, 31, excuse me, at almost $35 million per year, that Mike Conley is going to make an all-star team or be an all-star for the Pistons. He worth $34.5 million. And then I think 35.5 next year. You out your mind. I mean, the next 2 years. You out your mind. This would be the dumbest thing the Pistons ever done. You got Blake at $30 million a year. Then you bring on Mike Conley at $34 million. Then you got Drummond somewhere in $21, $22 million. It's going to elevate each year. So you're going to spend fucking almost $100 million on two guys who ain't even perennial all-stars, and Mike Conley and Andre Drummond, then one that's an all-star. You ain't got one superstar. You ain't got one Klay Thompson, one Steph Curry, one Kevin Durant. You ain't got one DeMarcus Cousins. You ain't got a LeBron. You ain't got a Damian Lillard. You ain't got an Anthony Davis. You ain't got a James Harden or Westbrook or Paul George. I mean, shit, I don't even think you got a Victor Oladipo, okay, or a Giannis or a Kawhi Leonard. I mean, look what we talking about, man. We talking about three middle of the pack players, and you think that's gonna bring a championship to Detroit, or somebody gonna want to buy the Pistons with three guys taking up $100 million in salary? Boy, I mean, I'm trying to tell you, dog, these dudes are stupid in Detroit, man. And when they traded Reggie and Stanley, people was really mad. Like, Detroit Pistons fans really attached to bum ass players. Real talk. They really attached to bums, man. Oh, I can't believe they traded Stanley. Like, dude, garbage as hell, bro. Oh, I can't believe they traded Reggie. What the fuck he done? He supposed to be a shooter. He's shooting 41% from the field. People really mad. Oh, what is Thon Maker going to do? Well, what Stanley Johnson was doing. At least Thon Maker, if you give him some playing time, at least in the new scenery, he might be able to produce. Yeah, like Reggie Bullock was going to bring a championship and Stanley was going to be a championship to the D. If it ain't working, you change it up. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. For the last 3 years, I think Stanley Johnson ain't done shit. Reggie Bullock, the last couple of years, he ain't done shit. But hey, that's Detroit. They love their bum-ass players, man. But Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Once again, want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description. Want to be more better, just help me grow the channel, just share the video. Still a little bit under the weather, but guess what? We work. Anything break.